Wheel of Struggle!
Right. That should be a bit better now. Cheers, Tom. Thank you so much, Fight Zone Tommy. Thank you for alerting me of that, otherwise I would have never have ended up seeing it, and it would have been an absolute disaster for the entire stream. Now, hello Internet, I'm from the Internet, and my name's Mr. Matt, and this evening we're going to be doing the fun thing, which is the Wheel of Struggle. Now, as I was hinting at there is something that I've been building slightly, ready for the Wednesday stream, and it's going to be this.
Wheel of Struggle!
We're going to get straight into it. It's going to be great fun. Now, the Wheel of Struggle, for those of you who don't know, thank you camera for going up slightly, is going to end up being a series of games, week by week. It's run by the Wheel of Struggle committee, and basically you have to play games that sometimes you wouldn't normally play. They're available across different platforms, and the idea of it is that it's supposed to remind you that games aren't always supposed to be fun. Sometimes they're supposed to be an absolute disaster and cause you absolute struggle. So, that's what we're going to get into this evening, because we are going to play Tekken Tag Tournament, originally released for the PlayStation 2. So, let's stop mucking about, shall we, and let's get straight into it. Right, so, for the committee's purposes, as you can see here, we are currently on difficulty level hard, which is what they wanted. Round time is infinity, and character change at continue is set to no, which is another thing that they wanted to end up having, because we're supposed to end up going through with designated pairs. Designated pairs, isn't that fun? Right, I'm going to see if I can do this, because if I can do it like this in projector mode, it will make my life so much easier. And let's see, there we go, perfect, we should be all good. Yeah, perfect. Right, I forgot that circle is also select on this one. Right, so, that was an interesting part to slow down there. So, the first characters we need to go through are Bayek and Michelle. Michelle Chang. Right. Oi, the King twins. Oh, need to start that. Oh, this is not going to run nicely, is it?
One, fight.
It's running like it's slightly running through sludge at the moment. Oh. Right, whilst it's running through sludge, I'm just going to go over a few little things about Tekken Tag Tournament. Now, unlike later games in the series, losing sounds a bit loud to me. Like, okay, that's fine, give me 2 seconds. There we go. Right. So, if one person gets knocked out, then it ends up being both characters get knocked out. Let me sort out the audio quickly. There we go, that should be a little bit better. If I do this, it should be even better from there. Right, there we go. That should be much better. Beautiful. Thank you much, Lee. So, if one character gets knocked out, then that's it. That's the round done, which is a bit different to the way that tag games would function, where both people have to be knocked, both of the competitors have to be knocked out. At the moment, however, this is running much slower than it should be. This is why I love running games off of my Series X rather than running them off the PC. Right. Come on, Michelle. Stop taking a beating in the face by the King twins. Ugh. I need to look at the settings in a second for EPS XE2. Because all of this lag is definitely putting in some input lag, which is not good. I should probably mark a credit at least, shouldn't I? Hey, Hihachi and Eddie Gordo. This is not going to be a fun match.
Round one.
Well, this is running a little bit better than it... Snap. This is running much better. Do you see the difference? Like, I don't know what it is about that previous stage, but I guess it was just a little bit more intensive. There we go.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, yeah, actually. Now, the strange thing about Tekken Tag Tournament is this got a release in the arcades as well as on PS2, but the PS2 release ended up running on the same engine as Tekken 4, whilst the arcade version ended up running on the same hardware as Tekken 3. So the actual music and everything for the arcade release ended up being in a sort of MIDI style, whilst the PS2 version ended up having CD soundtracks. And again, we've got horrific slowdown, and against one of the worst opponents we can have it against, which is Yoshimitsu. Wow, this is this is a nightmare. Oh my goodness. This feels like running through sludge. It's making me slow down. My system should be absolutely fine running this. Like, it should not be struggling with this at all. I missed a juggle chance there because I can't react fast enough. This is absolute torture. Right. Oh yeah, there was another mechanic in this game which is quite interesting. Are you doing a speedrun? No. There's a timer system in this where you've got 5 hours in total to end up playing the game. So in the Wheel of Struggle, we've got amount of teams cleared. In amount of time, so if all teams are cleared, then that's like the person who did it in less than 5 hours or in the shortest amount of time ends up getting the win. But we just have the timer up just to end up displaying it. But because it's running off of the splits, I think, for Wacky Races Mad Motors, it's now going, yeah, you're definitely over the time that you would end up being for Wacky Races Mad Motors. Come on, there we go. And another. No. I thought I was going to get a wake-up punish there. I need to review the settings for EPS XE2 in a second, because this is torturous. Right, switch out. No lane. No! Jeez, that was a massive hit. Come on. No. I can see their attacks coming. I can see them coming. Oh, it's alright, PC. Hopefully you're doing better now, mate. Yeah, this isn't going to go well this round. Right. Thank you for being in Adrian's server. Well, as long as the headaches aren't too bad, man. As long as you're feeling good and not in the, you know, James Brown way where, you know, you're going to end up going crazy and going, I feel good. It's pretty wild. Oh. Get out of there, mate. Get out of there, mate. It'll be a half-baked idea for you to end up losing now. Spin. Can't believe, like, with this long hair. Oh, he did the mist on me. Right, roll out, Michelle. Right. If she can just hold on just a little bit longer, Bayek's gonna get some more health. Right, quickly. Oh. Right, I need to review the settings for EPS XE2 because this is ridiculously slow. It's like running through treacle. Right. How can we improve? How can we improve this so it actually runs nicely? Right. We'll see if that applies. Right. Because this is nightmarish. Yeah. Ew. Alright. This is actually nightmarish. Ah, okay. Because I know that COD moved over, like, nowadays there's two different versions of COD nowadays. There's Warzone and then there's, like, whatever the major release is at the moment. So, Modern Warfare, Steve Irwin's Wild Fighting, and I know the the Warzone mode is free, but the right. But they have a season pass enabled in it. This is seriously running so badly. I've never had a PS2 game run this bad. I'm now genuinely considering whether or not it's worth getting the campaign as locked. Yeah, they end up having campaign be a separate bit. Come on, I need to get Yoshimitsu into a position where he's gonna... There we go. They end up having the two things split, so you've got Warzone and then you've got the campaign. And the campaign, they'll always make you pay for the campaign, unless Microsoft get their way, which I'm really hoping they will do. Because COD on Game Pass will be absolutely madness. I might actually play it after years. running through treacle. I wish I could just enable like an option to say no, don't pick any of the fancy stages. Just give me the basic stages. That's all I want. It's seriously running so badly at the moment. I wonder if there's something I can do to potentially free up some resources for the system. I don't want to keep doing the command probe. I'm not trying to do the command probe. Yeah. There's currently a major issue between Sony and Microsoft in regards to the actual takeover deal. So, Sony are arguing that it'll be anti-consumer. Oof. Big hit. So Sony's argument is that it's anti-consumer. Microsoft's is, hey, we legitimately want to buy them. And considering that Activision are, shall we say, less than squeaky clean. Their company is, in terms of PR, really bad. Really bad. Like, okay, this is running a lot better now. Fantastic. Come on, switch out. There we go. Ooh. Yeah. Tough one, tough one. Oh. Dagnammit, Anna. I do like the fact that in the next Tekken, they're actually making Paul put his hair down. Beautiful. Fine. That's one round. Let's get the next round. Yeah. I think it's all down to what the stage ends up looking like, because some stages end up having a little bit more fidelity, and then other ones end up having a lot less going on in the background. So even though this one looks quite complex, I can see how it's actually like pretty basic. Oh. Switch out, switch out, switch out. Yeah. Oh. Right.
Continue. 8, 7, 6, 5.
Oh, let's do this. Oh.
Round 1. Fight.
we go. Suplex. Suplex, repeat. Suplex, repeat. Well, it's okay. It's a full Nelson in it. Their command throw. Oh yeah, like they need to stop with this whole we're not going to allow crossplay, because I'm sick to death of like every time it's like we can play a game together. It's like no, I own a PlayStation, I own an Xbox. It's like no, it's like I see it as a win-win situation for both Microsoft and Sony with crossplay their games on both systems, and same with PC on console games and vice versa, to end the console war and PC versus console wars. Well, there's a slight issue with like PC versus like consoles, like especially with FPS games. Like there is an advantage to using a mouse to quick look. I still think that for a lot of platforming games, controller is the only way to go. Like it's playing something like Super Meat Boy with a keyboard is just not fun. It's an absolute nightmare. But playing it with a controller, now we're talking. Oh, delicious. This evening I'm drinking tea. Now I'm going to be with you probably for a couple more hours. Well, I say a couple more hours. I'm probably going to wrap up sometime around 10:30 because I need to get some sleep because I've got work tomorrow. Jesus, Paul, calm down, mate. Calm down. Mate, calm down. There we go. Uh-oh. Now, for those who don't know about Tekken, Tekken ends up having a rather unique fighting system where your punches and your kicks are both left and right. So you've got a left punch and a right punch, and a left kick and a right kick. Oh! Done it. Done it. Brian Fury, my boy, my main in Tekken. Mr. Cyborg himself. And again, this stage is running slowly. Oh, I see, it's because there's lots of character models in the background. Look how many are going on in the background, and that's probably what's causing the slowdown. Oh, bloody hell, Brian. He's whooping me. Right. I'm going to try and free up some resources. So Spotify, you can go away. That can close. That can close. That can close. We should have freed up some resources there. Hopefully. Hopefully. We can but hope. Oh. Sorry, I'm just ducking out of the way because I'm gonna pick up the charger for my phone because I want to make sure my phone's charged up. You see, it's always good to have a charged up phone, isn't it? For whatever happens in the world, whatever happens. Right. Let's switch on that over because I want to make sure that I've got my tools open. There we go, beautiful. Right, it's charging, but it's also got my tools on there for the stream stuff. Right. Oh. Should have been a punish there. I don't think I was coming back from that one. I don't think it was going to happen. I really don't. Alright. Brian hits like a son of bricks. What new game am I excited for? Kind of interested to see Redfall. Redfall's going to be an interesting one, especially because it's like a cooperative open world. Like, it's kind of interesting to me. Not too much really. Like, I'm tempted by the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC that's coming out later this year. But I do need to shift arse and actually complete them. Oh! The red 3, by the way, that's the amount of credits that I've used so far. And the white 0 is how many teams I've completed. Come on, babe. Go. She got me with one there. Oh, we were alright for a second there, and then everything started going, you know what, I'm going to slow down again. What about you, PT? What are you currently in the mood and excited for this calendar year? There we go. That's one. That's one round so far. One. We just got to do it again.
Round 2. Fight.
Switch him out nice and early to make sure that you can get some health back. I don't play on PlayStation, so it's not really trophies for me. But no, I don't really like set goals for trophies and things. Oh no, it's alright. Seriously, don't worry about it. Like, I recently ended up speaking to my brother because he for years had not had a Switch, and then one Christmas I brought mine down, and he ended up like finally playing it for a bit, and he was like, okay, right, I've got to get one now. And now he's delightfully going through every Fire Emblem title that he can get his hands on. But he's ended up going, this is actually highlighted to me that he was basically telling me that achievements had ended up making him go, okay, I'm playing this game to get the achievements, and that's it. Like, and sometimes playing a game that he really enjoyed, like when he knew that there was an achievement for doing something silly in it, then he'd be going for it. Like the ones in Final Fantasy Type 0, he was like, I really enjoyed the game, but some of these achievements are absolute nonsense. I can't believe that she is also an apprentice of Heihachi. just want to get that grab out. Oh. At the moment, just Diablo 4. Diablo 4 is looking really, really good. I haven't ended up like going for the beta or anything like that. I am interested in it. And there's the co-op. Yeah, they actually ended up writing him out of Tekken as well completely now. He's dead. Like, the voice actor who ended up playing him died quite a few years ago now. In fact, before a lot of the more recent Tekken games. Damn it, Jack, why did you have to run off? Ah. There we go. I ended up, if memory serves me right, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, I think it was, where they ended up giving Heihachi a redesign. That was because, oh my god, how slow is this running? The redesign was because they changed the voice actor as a way of like going, okay, that's why his voice is different. Favourite villain in the Tekken series? He's not always a villain. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be torture. Oh my. This looks like... No, it's fine. This is incredibly laggy. This is verging on unplayable. Oh. It's the fire effects and everything else that's going on in the background. This is a new nightmare mode that I don't think I've ever seen before. I could see the overhead coming about 2 months ago now. No, it's because it's running on EMU, so it's running off of the system resources. But even then, it shouldn't be running this badly. I mean, this is PS2 era, so this PC should be able to handle it pretty handily. But I'm seriously at the moment considering like getting my Series X to do emulation instead, because the Series X would be able to handle this without any issue whatsoever. Yeah. It's really bad. Incredibly bad. This is now I'm dead. I need to read up how, like, if there's anything I can do to optimize EPX settings, because this is god awful. The thing is that this music's actually really awesome, this track. I've been seeing the other, like some of the other people who end up doing Wheel of Struggle. They've streamed their attempts at this, and they were straight up not having a good time. And now I'm not having a good time because of how bloody laggy this is. Strength on her! I can bet you he did not assist in that bump. I've got to try and do something because this is bad. Right. That for that one? Trying to see if there's any enhancements or anything we can do to this to make it run reasonably rather than this absolute mess that we're getting at the moment. Corgia settings? Let's have a look here. No, that's the same things. Oh, you can hear it just ripping through it. Alright, so... No, that's somehow even worse. That's somehow even worse. Yes! She ended up finally getting that sorted out. See how this runs now. No, still. Ugh. It's trying, bless it, but it's really not doing too well. Oh my goodness. Oh! Oh! Get out of there, Michelle. Get out of there at some point. The game must be going, oh my goodness, his inputs are so fast. I'm just reacting to what I pressed like 2 hours ago. Jesus Christ. I've listened to certain vaporwave and like glitch tracks that sound like this. Oh my goodness. Oh, slither of hell. There we go. This is nigh on unplayable right now. Alright, hold back and then there we go. Right. There's got to be something I can do to make this better. This is running on a 1660 Super. Like, this should run perfectly fine without any issues whatsoever. Ah! Bilinear, that should be fine. That should be fine. So I've just found the plugin. The plugin for the video on this. Right. Ooh. Do you hear that? That sounds a lot better. This stuff makes me now think of laggy Mortal Kombat 11 multiplayer matches with people strangling the internet. I remember those days fondly. It was great. But listen to this now. It's still, there's still a little bit there, but it's not as bad as it was. Thanks, camera, for going right up the top as I was drinking my tea. Needed a good cup of tea. Alright. It's better, but not as perfect as it could be. Like, buddy to buddy suplex. Oh, nice. There we go. Ghost of Tsukushima. It took some time to do certain stuff, but I did finish the game twice and also pop the trophies. Lovely. I've not actually played that. Oh, we're on final. This is where we're going to lose a lot of credits. Now. Unknown here can actually use every single style of fighting in the game. So you never know what you're going to get. And unlike things like Mokujin, so I'm watching the frame time and timing from the timer up on the left above my health. Also, Unknown can also restore her own health. Switchy. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, that's... I do remember the fun times with Heihachi breaking people's back. Make them humble. Oh. Very much like the Iron Sheik, who of course was a hero to Heihachi. Heihachi? Heihachi Mishima! He ended up being a massive influence, because of course, good old Iron Sheik, Sheiky baby, would end up breaking people's back and make them humble. And there I go. Alright. You sit on the ground now, yeah, mate? Right. Look, see these? They're lovely Levi's, isn't they? What? No, mate. No. I don't want your Levi's. Look, no. Look, I've got a van load of them round the corner. You're going to buy at least 2 or 3 pairs, alright? But, mate, I ain't got the money for it. Don't matter. I believe that was the ending. Right. We've opened the theatre now. Right, next pairing. Armor King. Gunjack. And straight away they give us Brian Fury.
Round 1.
I'll switch from OpenGL. Oh, yo, hey babe. Yeah, only for a little bit because I wanted to end up getting a bit of... Oh, just realised. I've not put the timer back on. It should be continuing now. Okay, I will manually control this then. Control, resume. There we go. I'll let it run for a few moments just to let the, because I was supposed to start it at the start of the run. What you got to do after? Right, basically, let me switch this on over. We're doing the Circle of Struggle. Circle of Struggle? Wheel of Struggle. I'm losing my mind. It's even written above my head. So basically, I'm running through Tekken Tag Tournament to end up seeing how many credits I have to end up using to end up clearing it with as many characters as possible. So this is going to be wildly entertaining to end up trying to do it. And since Tekken is one of my favourite fighting game series, I'm seeing if I can end up getting near the 5 hours rather than my usual 2-hour time limit, which is rather arbitrary. There we go. To the point where I actually end up having, I should have used up enough time now to end up making up for my naughty starting it and not doing it. I've actually got the Tekken 6 card pack that ends up having all of the character moves for the characters of Tekken 6. Lars Alexandersson. So it's got all of their moves on the back of the cards. Let's see if I can get it to end up there. There we go. I've got every character has got their individual move sets on each of these. Miguel! Bob was my boy in Tekken 6. I've actually got the full 1000 out of Tekken 6. Oh, fantastic. Right at the end, they troll you by giving you Mokogen as a card. And Mokogen's moveset, do you want to know Mokogen's moveset? It's a question mark. Yeah, I've absolutely demolished Tekken 6. I actually got all the achievements in it, and I was very delighted about that. What the hell card is this one? Oh, Reverse's Fighting Series. Super Fighting Robot Mega Man! Mega Man! From the VS Fighting Card Series. Jesus. Need to remember where the hell the rest of those went. Oh. There we go. Beautiful. Right. Now let's see if we can end up getting Armored King and Gunjack through their arcade experience. At least that's lore out of the way. Well, once I finish this other round. Bye, Gunjack. Have that again. Go on. I knew you were going to try and wake up. That's it, run off. Right, there we go. Right. Oh, that's it, Gunjack. Poses, Gunjack. Right. Oh, so 5 hours is the amount of time that we're allotted for wheel runs. God, this is running a bit fast. So we're around 5 hours, and I've got to try and clear as many arcade modes, as many characters as possible. Well, teams as possible, as defined by the Council of the Wheel. Gunjack's not even getting a look in. So, at the moment we've done one pairing at the moment. Bayek and Michelle. And we did that in 3 credits. Well, I might need to read up something quickly to find out whether or not the actual accepting going into the mode itself also counts as a credit. If that's the case, then I need to put on 2 credits. 1 for the first run and 1 for this one. So, it won't be too bad. Well, hey, it's Jin.
Round 1. Fight.
Jin and Autonic. Ooh. Oddly enough, I'm in Smash Bros. Ultimate. I actually main Kazuya. Oh, right, what was the... There it is. How is Coral Island treated again? Why did they change Jin and Tekken? Not sure what you mean, because I know that Jin, in canon, Jin, quite over the game. Oh, okay. Might have to adjust the audio then. So, in terms of Tekken lore, I believe Jin is... He took over the company for a bit. Kazuya finally killed Taihachi by throwing him into a volcano. I think Jin was affected by the death of Jinpachi. His battle style was better than Tekken 2, but it changed his style to some other style. Oh, isn't it because he ended up forsaking the Mishima fighting style? Just going to adjust the audio quickly. There we go. If I reduce down Tekken's audio, that should be a little bit better. Hopefully. We shall hope. Right, there we go. Well, they obviously don't want to end up having... beautiful. They don't want to end up having the situation that Street Fighter has, where there's a load of Shoto characters. Oh, alright, you did permanent damage there. There we go. Almost lost it there. Why so serious? Konomitsu! Tiger!
1. Fight.
Tiger is actually also selectable. Oh, what, Tekken Tag Tournament? I've never played Tag Tournament. I've ended up playing like mainline series. Like I played Tekken 1, 2, 3. I think I missed 4. Tekken 5 I played a little bit of, and then Tekken 6 I played an absolute ton of. Just call me the Flex Assist. I think this is one of the few appearances of Kunimitsu. Like, Kunimitsu was in Tekken 2, didn't appear in Tekken 3, because I think canonically she was dead, and this game is not in canon, so they were like, no, we can include Kunimitsu again. There we go. Oh god, her face every time I see it. Jun, who we'll be seeing at the end of the game as well. Because unknown is actually Jun. But according to one of the art books, she was supposed to be Jun's sister or something like that, who was possessed by a wolf spirit. Because Jin thought his mother, dear old Ma, was dead. And it turns out, no, she just ran off into the forest and apparently got possessed by a wolf. But of course this game isn't in canon, so she didn't get it. In storyline, she hasn't been possessed by a wolf. No, let me do this. Snap. This is running so much better than it was earlier. I remember this stage earlier and it was nightmare fuel. Oh. Bonk. Give you a little cheeky kick across the ground. Right. Switch out bonus is gone. When characters' names are flashing like Jun's is right now, when they come in, it means that they're going to end up doing a lot more damage on their next attack. Like that. Uh-oh. I'm quiet again. Oh, apologies. Shouldn't be that quiet. I'm trying to make sure that I'm talking loud enough that I can actually be heard, but yeah, it shouldn't be quiet again. Right. God's sake, right. I'll check it again in a minute. Should've. Right, switch out. Come on, Gunjack, stop getting hit. Oh, excellent. Glad to hear that they actually ended up doing something, but hopefully the chicken shop don't dispute it, because they didn't have to deliver the chicken. They didn't have to end up having any chicken depart from their shop at all, so... Right. No. No. Right. Here we go. Armor King. Bonk. Oh. Come on. Oh. There we go. Oh, slow down. Come on, Armor King. Stop this, mate. Come on. Oh, Jun's mix-up game. Seriously. And every time we continue, we have to see that face. Seriously, they had to pick that one, didn't they? It's weird, because that's the one they used... Have you reset the time? No, I don't reset the time. The time just counts up over all of it. So I've got 1 hour down. And 1 clear. Oh, yeah, the other numbers that are around it. So the red 5 is how many credits we've had to use so far. Come on, get out of there, Gunjack. And the white 1 is how many teams we've cleared. I think there's something like 17 teams. Oh, right. Roll out. Right. Yeah, Gunjack is not the easiest to use. Yeah, but he's slow but deliberate. It is very difficult to get used to him, though. Well, I'm only going to be a pro gamer if I can end up actually getting through all of these. So I would love to score some points on the Wheel of Challenge at some point. At the moment I've got no points. And I'm not going to get any points at this point. Right. And yet again we have to see face. Right.
Round one, fight.
Oh. It's all good. This is outside of my normal streaming schedule, so it wasn't actually going to be popping up. Slowdown is slightly annoying. Oh. Gunjack's still got more health. Alright. Might start outsourcing all the fighting game rounds. Actually, Tater didn't even end up doing much in this. He ended up just raging straight away, so he ended up going out of it. So should be able to score at least some points this week, maybe. Yep, that's it. Yes! Because it takes my default Discord name rather than the ones that I end up using on servers. Come on, Gunjack, mate. Alright. Ah.
Round one, fight.
Yeah, Mark, man. He's been doing pretty well. I think it's Mark Man is at the top. Oh, it's just a bit of fun. For some, it's a way of expanding your gaming horizons and remembering that not all games are supposed to be fun. A lot of them are supposed to be ridiculously hard and challenging and destroy your hopes and dreams. We are playing this week on hard mode. Each of the individual games have got their rules posted up. At least Armor King can restore some health. Neat space. That was a weird cross-up. A very weird cross-up. Yeah, there's no major prize or anything like that. Bye, Gunjack. I must go. My planet needs me. Oh. Get in there, Gunjack. Yeah, it's usually the deadlines actually coincide with my stream days, so usually I end up doing the stream and then immediately follow up with a submission. I'm one of the last people to submit, and I only usually end up having 2 hours to do it because that's the length of time of my streams. So this week I decided I will do a little bit on the Sunday. Well, all of them pale in glory to the mighty Brian Fury. The Tim Henman. Bye, Gunjack. Oh no. Michelle and Julia.
Round one, fight.
No, they really won't be. They're just going to mix it up. At least this gives Armor King a little bit of time to restore. Should have switched out. I was trying to be greedy and get a little bit more health for Armor King. Oh my god, come on. It's gonna be alright. We're gonna get through this fight. It's not called the Wheel of Hugs, it's called the Wheel of Struggle for a reason. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen on this series, on this game. That should have been a perfect time to punish. Dagnabbit. I'm looking forward to when I finally get to use Brian Fury. Because at least that should be fun. That should be really fun. Yeah. No, you're alright. There we go. Have you got to keep going until you clear what they've asked? Just clear as many teams as possible. There's an image that's on the rule set for this week. Well, for Tekken. The other game that's active at the moment is Tojo and Earl 2. So at the moment we're on the second team. Face to knee. There we go. Right, should be on to the temple now, I think? And then it's final stage. King and Heihachi. Yep, temple. My system does not like this stage.
Round one.
King versus King.
Fight.
Alright, well it's King wearing... King 2 wearing Armor King's mask. Yes, I think this is King 2. Yeah, it really does not like this stage. Yeah. Set team, so this is the team 2. Heihachi is wearing some fantastic trousers, I must say. And that jacket. What? God, this round is not going well. So laggy, it is incredibly laggy. This stage is causing massive slowdown. It's because there's a lot of particle effects in the background, because there's 3 entrances and each of them have fire effects. So they each have, 4 entrances. I forgot the ones at the stairs actually do have fire, contributing to the overall lag. Yeah, I have no idea why it's running so badly on this emulator. Like every other PS2 game I've chucked at it, it's been alright with. It's just Tekken Tag Tournament. Some stages have just been awful. Race to knee. It's painful. Yeah. I'm putting it down to it's just an element of the wheel of struggle for this week. This lead that I had has gone completely now. Now, unknown. Let's get it to it, shall we? Bye, Gunjack. Yep, the final boss of this game is a giant furry who can use every move in the game. Actually, beating her is a completely different story. Oh. You get one shot, and that's it. But in return, you only have to take one round off of her, and that's it. Oh! Did it in one on the last one. On the first set pairing, I actually got it in one. But right now, not happening. No, come on, King, switch out. You never know whose fighting style you're up against. I suppose the only one that you could probably predict is if it was Yoshimitsu, because they're massive sword poking out suddenly. Well, that one was quick, wasn't it? Oh. Yeah, Yoshimitsu is a fair old cop. It really is, it's a funky little tune that they've got here. It's just a shame that the lag's randomly popping up and ruining it somewhat. Right. No! I don't get what it is, but you need to do something extra to defeat. Like, because I've had. The health was gone. The health was absolutely gone, and yet the fight continued. I went for a throw. Oh, I think that was a parry. Come on. There we go. That's Konomitsu. No, that's Yoshimitsu. This is where all my credits go. This is where all the credits go. Last ride. Last ride. Oh. Why can I not attack Wolfo? I know it's a spirit that's just sort of floating behind him, but I should be able to hit it. Yep. Finally. Oh. There we go, I can pause the timer now. We've gotten another one done. Tekken Tag Tournaments. And now they're finishing. Armored King. Oh, look! Look at my powerful chest muscles. Let's wrestle against each other on the ground. Oh, a little bit of proper wrestling. Map-based wrestling. Larietto. Well, that was a thing. Their ending was just them actually having a little cheeky wrestling match. It's nice. Just to make sure that everyone is clear. Look, see, I've got it on hard. Got the fight count set to 2. Got infinity. Got all the stuff. And as I showed off at the start of this stream, I'm just going to play it again. We've got a new thing.
Wheel of Struggle.
I'll be putting together something to end up utilising that on Wednesday. So that's just a little preview. A little tasty preview. Alright. 135. No, I don't think I'm going to have enough time to end up doing another run on this. So what I will do is I will end up holding it there. So we've got two teams completed. So our next team will be Anna and Brian. Perfect. That will be fun. That will be a good run. So we've got that one at the moment. 14 credits used at the moment. Is it a credit per... including first credit? 20 credits per run. Okay, cool. So I'm going to put on the 2 credits that should have been for those 2. There we go. So we should be up to the right amount now. I hope. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch on over for the time being. We're going to hold it off there for the minute. We're going to come back to this. Uh-oh, that was not the button I wanted. That's the one I wanted. So, we're going to end up holding it there for the time being, and we're going to come back to this later on this week, on Wednesday, if we don't end up doing it earlier than that. So, have a most excellent evening. I've been from the internet. My name's Mr. Matt, and I will see you again at some point in the near future. Bye for now. Good evening. Welcome on in. It's another Wednesday. It's 8:30. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. We're actually doing it again. My name is Mr. Matt, and I'm from the internet. And we're going to do something that we were doing on Sunday evening. We were doing some more Wheel of Struggle, which leads me on to this.
Wheel of Struggle.
We're going to be doing that a few times this stream, so be prepared for it. I'm on desktop, and it won't load emotes. Oh no! It's happening again. It is. It's happening again. You know what that means? It's happening again.
Wheel of Struggle.
There we go. Right. So, is it far only emote or is it my Twitch app broken? Strange. It shouldn't be. Unable to load remote. Wow. Okay. It looks like something's gone a bit wrong with Twitch this evening. Very odd. Very odd indeed. Oh, thank you muchly. But yeah, very odd. Like I'm trying to load up the emotes on here, and yeah, it's not allowing me to load any of them up. So very odd. Well, it wouldn't be a week without Twitch having some sort of issue, would it? It really wouldn't be. So, we're going to pick up the controller, the trusty Series X controller. You can tell it's the Series X controller because it's got this share button in the middle, you know, for sharing. And sharing is caring. And also the D-pad configuration. But anyways, it's very, very odd. I don't get what was going on with the configuration there. But we're going to switch on over now. We're going to do this. And I'm also just going to do one of these. Just one of those quickly. And then I'm going to move on over. So, That's the only issue. I don't have resume on here. That might be an issue. That might be an issue. Actually, no, it'll be fine. I've got a way of doing it. We'll be okay. Sorry, it's because I'm using live split to end up doing the timings. And I'm using another system to end up doing the other bits and pieces. So the 16 there, that's the amount of credits we've used. So you'll see just above my head, there's a 16. I'm just trying to figure out... There we go. 16. I'll point sort of this way. 16 there. That is the amount of credits we used. And over on the opposite side, over this side, the 2, that's how many pairs we've done. So we've got to get more pairs done on this mighty
Wheel of Struggle.
So we've got to make sure we get more of those done. So what we're going to do is I'm going to end up pressing... Oh, there we go. I can't press circle to exit, or B in this case. So we're going to continue on with a bit more Tekken Tag Tournament. And we're going to go into arcade. And we're going to pick our next pair. Now, the next pair for us is Anna and Brian Fury. Why did I... Why? Okay, fantastic. 100% for the Eurotrash front. It's because I am Eurotrash. Right. I don't know why... So X gives you bold Brian Fury. Amazing. Right. Get out of here, Paul, with your big funny face. It's the Matt Hazard Brian Fury. I knew I recognised him somewhere before. Oh! Right, getting the range right for that kick is a bit difficult. And there he is, our boy himself. Old Matt Hazard. What a cheeky end that was. So, how is everyone this evening? Hopefully you're having a most excellent... Okay.
It's Hazard time.
Right, pre-warning by the way, there will be some stages in this which will run absolutely awfully. Have you seen titties though? Have you? Have you seen them? They're wonderful. I love seeing them. Oh, for those who don't know about Tekken Tag Tournament, by the way, if one fighter gets knocked out, that's it. That's the whole thing. Sorry, good night Vienna. Oh, the cheeky sword. Oh, do you know what I haven't done? Okay, it's going to do that, is it? My start resume is not going... start or split is not going to work. Right. I need to quickly run around the back for a second. Because otherwise I'm going to annoy the council. I'm going to annoy the council if I don't do this. Oh. Right. Resume. There we go. But whilst I do that, I'm just going to do something quickly. You can't quite see me, I'm above here. Right, so where's my live split? Resume. I won't need reset for the time being, so let's get rid of that. Let's put in resume. Yeah. Right. You might be wondering why I'm just letting the timer run. Yeah. Oh, that's in Tekken 3. Also going to shut down Steam. Get out of it, Steam. Right, there we go. Yeah, the main running along mode, that is from Tekken 3. Now, just to let the time run a little bit more so that it's fair again. Trying to get it to be roughly where that first round was. Oh, and also I need to do one of these as well. Credit. There we go. So I used a credit. So, Tekken Tag Tournament was released in 1999, 1 year after Tekken 3. Now, Tekken 3, the hardware for that ended up being used in quite a few different arcade fighting games, but it was used in Tekken Tag Tournament as well. Now, when it came to the home console release of Tekken Tag Tournament, instead of it being based on Tekken 3, it was based on Tekken 4. So the arcade version looks a lot different than the home console version. It's actually a case where the home console version looks a lot better than the arcade version. Along with that, the arcade version uses MIDI style versions of their tracks, whilst the PlayStation 2 version ended up having a really lovely, like, proper music. Oh, I had something going in my eye for a second. Tekken 3 ended up having multiple modes, such as the street running, the beach volleyball. It ended up having Gon, who was a licensed character who will never appear in Tekken again unless something magical happens with licensing. But it's one of those situations where it was like Smash Bros. Ultimate, where this is going to really happen like once. All of these characters are only going to appear in this game once, and then after that it's just a logistical and legal nightmare to end up having it happen. Never say never, but unlikely. But yeah, Tekken 3 ended up having loads of additional modes. Tekken Tag Tournament has its own additional mode, which we might see a little bit later on, and that's the bowling. But I think we've just about made up for the time that we were supposed to use in the first round. His FMV is also fantastic. It really is. I love Gon. He was such a weird little creature. Right, it's hazard time again. Alright, Jun. Oi, Jun, calm down. Calm down, love. And it is indeed hazard time again. Kunamitsu! Right, I need to be careful here. I'm going to get a couple of hits in. No, I need to switch out. I shouldn't have stood over them. Hazard time! Are we going to get the boobs one again? We're going to get the boobs one? Yes, we are. We're going to get boobs. I can't slay at the moment. I'm hoping to at least get more than 1 point this week in the Wheel of Struggle, but we will see. Of course, Brian's got a parry, hasn't he? Oi. Get the fresh fighter out, just do a quick one. My favourites in this were always Jin and old Howard Wang, or Hwang for short. He was a funny one, old Hwang. A lot of people like Eddie and martial law. I've always been a bit of a Brian Fury man, and Bob in Tekken 6 as well. Love the idea that his strategy for fighting is, I need to get the perfect weight to muscle to speed ratio. And it's like, he looked really, really big, and he looked like he was going to be a really slow fighter, but he was incredibly quick. Yeah, everyone knows the sweet backflip. Oh no! Oh, he was going to go for his big hit there, wasn't he? There we go. Why do they make him bald? I've never seen Brian bald. Why make bald? Oh, he's just amazing for King with his giant, big, stupid tiger mask. And also the fact that he is based on a real wrestler who was based on an anime called Tiger Mask. It's incredible that they ended up making an anime of a wrestler called Tiger Mask, and then they were like, you know what, we'll actually put him into the real thing. A strategy that TNA would end up replicating years later, with Suicide, who appeared in TNA the video game. And then they were like, you know what, we'll actually put Suicide into the product. We'll actually put Suicide as a real wrestler. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Get out there, Anna. Get out. Oh no, Brian. Don't get punched in the face. Or kicked in the head. Love King, love my country, love our queen. That's me, our king. Oh. Right, there we go, kick. Oh no! No! Not that attack! There we go. It's weird that they ended up putting real children in them. Like, do you think they digitized the children? Oh yeah. Hooray, it's the No Ears song. And the game is crawling to slowest levels ever. I might switch this over to hardware actually, because the hardware was actually running no ear, no mouth, no balls. Right, so fighting one Jack wasn't bad enough. No, come on, I pressed to get out. Oh, no. Oh, what? Yeah, with the slowdown. Like, I know that one level definitely, absolutely chugs on the even like real hardware. And that is stage 7. In fact, considering how badly this is running at the moment, I might switch it over to end up being hardware decoding. Because at the moment it's DirectX 11 software rather than DirectX 11 hardware, which is what I was running on Sunday. But when I checked their little rules, they were like, "Oh, well, you should try it with software." So I thought, all right, I'll try software. And obviously now, no, I'm just gonna do some of those hand wavy things. Oh. Don't worry about me, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Plugin settings. Ba, 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 ba. Now let's see if that's any better. Shall we? Shall we see if that's any better? A little bit better. It's just the one Tekken, actually. No luck catching them Tekkens. Unfortunately not. The Tekken Force are still at large. I'm like wondering how wacky races will run, because a lot of these options were off when I was running stuff like wacky races and things like that. So I'm like, oh, will that actually improve things now? Oh no! At least we're getting rid of Xiao and her silly face nice and early. Stop leaping around! No! Get out of there, Anna! What an overhead! What an overhead! Like that. Overhead. This evening I'm drinking Bar Cream Soda, available for 89 pence. Other soft drinks are available. Hihachi.
Round one, fight.
Shouldn't have gone for a grab, should I? Oh, that was a bit of slowdown. My stream on Sunday night was a lot worse than this. I mean, usually the quality's pretty bad anyway, but, you know, it was a lot worse. Oh! 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 I hit the switch to switch out, but the switch to switch out did not switch out. Oh no! Oh, I think this might be a lost cause, this one. Yeah, I don't think I'm unlocking Tekken Ball this evening. You have to unlock True Ogre to get Tekken Bolt. The boobage can't save her. It cannot in this case. Oh my god, they're gonna own me. It's the Odd Couple. I hate bold on bold violence like this. It's just such a crime. Is it really that easy? They fight because they lost.
Round two, fight.
Oh no! You lads all enjoying the show back there, yeah? You're just watching people fight, are you? So it looks like jumping at them and doing a kick. Woo! Look at that bump. Try and shake off a little bit of the Klingons on the back there.
Round one.
Alright. Oh no! Belly to back suplex. Oh sorry, belly to belly suplex. We're trying to have a serious martial art tournament. Like, we've arranged to end up having some of the greatest fighters in the world flown across the world to random locations to fight each other. Oh, sorry, I've just had a giant notification pop up in the middle of my screen saying set up Twitch extension for untapped.gg. So thanks untapped.gg, thank you so much. Gameplay, not in a match. I know I'm not in a match, I'm not playing Magic the Gathering right now. Bloody hell, Untapped. This is going so well this evening. Right. Maybe the Wheel of Struggle was the struggle that we had all along. Maybe. Just maybe. I'm losing my mind now. Right. Usually untapped.gg doesn't do anything. It just sits there. It sometimes ends up giving me information about what my like what my opponent's cards are. So it's just like, oh, fantastic, and have a quick look, you know, quick browse at what their is in their graveyard, what anything else. Tekken lag tournament, am I right? It really is full of lag at the moment. Even though I've got a 1660 Super at the graphics card, it's like that should be enough to run this. However, it doesn't seem to be having a great time. It seems to be struggling with it a bit. I know people are going to go, oh, just go get a 2220 or a 30-30-60 or a 4-4-4-4-4-4-4-4-4. Oh, you cheating! You know, I don't have that sort of money to go and get a brand, a mad graphics card. One day I might. Thankfully, my pay review is actually coming up soon as well, so that's going to be nice. So I found out that I'm being paid less than the newest member of our team. It's like, oh, that's wonderful, that is. So I'm looking forward to the pay-per-view, which should hopefully address that. Yeah. Even though it's like, yeah, kit that's like 20 years beyond what the PlayStation 2 was running, and yet it's going, nah, I can't do this. What are you doing? What are you talking about? I can't run this game incredibly well. Oh. Oh, come on. Surely Anna's kicks must do an absolute ton of damage because she's got a stiletto on, and that's putting a lot of pressure and force into a singular point. Damn it! I should have switched. Should have. But I can't believe being like this. I can't shoulda, woulda, coulda. I've got to end up dealing with this. Oof! See, Brian's got the hair there, but in game he looks like Matt Hazard. Isn't it wonderful? This was not intentional, by the way. Damn. Ooh. these two gave me a little... Did I put a credit in for the last loss? No, I did not. The Council of the Wheel of Struggle are going to absolutely get furious at me. If not, just disqualify me out right now. Oh. There we go. Big kick to the face.
Big kick. Big kick. It's hazard time.
To die. I'm really looking forward to later on this week. I'm going to get some posts soon. Garlips is not the only one who gets posts these days, you know. I'm going to get my copy of something that I've wanted for a long while now. Oof! Thanks, game. That's it. Literally ran me into that attack. Well, Garlips, you already are aware. But it's going to end up being the legendary 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. And I've played it already through once in the past. Absolutely love it. One of the best games I've ever played. Like, look, not even a joke. The game is actually really fun. It's terrible, but it's incredibly fun. It's so stupid. And yet it's so much fun. Oh yeah, this is the stage it's going to lag, by the way. No matter what you do. Even on original hardware, this stage lags. Because the designers of it were like, you know what would be really fun? If we put in, like, at least 30,000... Oof. Fire effects in the background. Oh. Hey, excuse me, it's supposed to be in the... Yep. Oh, it gets so much more silly as well, by the way. Oh, welcome on in, Pumpkin Blades. Thank you for the tiny dinosaur. At the start of the stream, we were not able to use any emotes. What a time that was. Leave the memories alone. Yeah, this stage, by the way, is an absolute mess. Bryant, mighty kick. We can't see any emotes apart from yours and frequently used, which is bought today. Yo, welcome on in, Matty Rex. Hopefully you're doing most excellently. Nice to see you too. Nice to see you. To see you nice. Wow, so you totally snap a beat doing that in stilettos. Just gotta hope they weren't expensive shoes. Well, they really would be, like the practicalities of what Anna wears in these fights. Snap a beat. Well, I thought you were just referencing, like, I thought for ages, like, the Pussycat Dolls' seminal hit Beat was actually about stilettos. Like, you got a real big heart, but I'm looking at your beat. Oh no, it's Blobby timed. Blobby does indeed lurk in the lag. No, you don't, mate. Not your spinning nonsense. Not your spinning nonsense. There's only one person who's going to do spinning nonsense, that's going to be me. This stage, every time it is this bad. Right, let's see. We're gonna get booby display or arse wiggle. It's arse wiggle. Hi, cool hacks. Everyone who's played this so far has ended up having a massive slowdown, and now we're back to normal speed against unknown. Who, by the way, has the gimmick of will restore health and has every single fighter's move. But, unlike Mokujin... Oh, you stopped me from switching. You cheeky bugger. Can actually switch forms during the battle. There we go. Making it smaller. Smaller, there we go. And finally hit that. We're up to 3. We're up to 3. And some of the greatest hits that we've had so far. Just going to press pause on the timer now. And let's see what special treat we get now for a completion. Tekken Tag Tournament. It's Bold Brian.
I want your hair. Puny man, your bullets cannot stop me. I will have beautiful hair soon. Ha!
Oh. Autosaver failed. In memoriam, Brian's snakeskin pants. We will remember them. Pair play mode? Pair play mode? For pair play? Pair play. Right, cool. So, we should be all ready to go on to the next one. And we will continue on with this... Wheel of Struggle! The Wheel of Struggle goes on. So, let's resume the timer. Once I get back into arcade mode. Right. There's nothing else I need to do. I need to do 1 credit. And we are now on to Heihachi and Genryu. What an odd couple that is, eh? And we'll try triangle for him. Yeah, we'll get his base set. Always call a crackhead if you're in trouble. Right, so it looks like the ultimate strategy in this game is to jump at your opponents and kick them. The AI does not know how to end up handling it. By the way, this is on hard mode, by the way. We're not going normal, we're not going easy, we're going hard. Because, as the old men would say, when you hard, you hard. Heihachi is now, in canon, dead. I've not played Tekken 7, so I had no idea of that. I was like, oh. Like, I know that the Japanese voice actor ended up passing away, but that was before Tekken Tag Tournament 2, I believe? Because they gave him a complete redesign, but I guess they've now written him out completely. Well, I've got to check what the submission leaderboard is at the moment for the Wheel of Struggle for this for Tekken Tag Tournament 2. The next game, however, and this is why there was a discussion that I ended up having in multiple channels today about controllers, because I was thinking about it. Because the next game is Toe Jam and Earl 2, which I did block a few, but then ended up deciding to forget how to do so. It's so awkward getting used to the changes in speed sometimes, it's ridiculous.
Oh, whoa! Welcome on in, Beep Salt! Apologies for not seeing you sooner. But welcome on in. Yes, welcome to Tekken Lag Tournament. We are having a ridiculous time and trying to get through as many characters in the arcade mode, well, as many teams as possible, as part of the challenge of Wheel of Struggle, which I would end up activating the sound bump for. But at the moment, I'm trying to end up doing a cheese tactic of just jumping over the opponents and kicking them in the face, which seems to work quite well, actually. I'm delighted about it. Most people don't... Is that because you're too bright that you're just looking at you would end up blinding them? That's wonderful. However, I'm too dim, so I end up saying stupid stuff. And that is another one. I can do this now.
Wheel of Struggle!
As we get the stupid face of Xiaoling of... And we get to visit Anna again, who just loves to shake her bum. Or show off her tatas, which she also likes to do. It is indeed hazard time. Right, let's switch out. Get out of there, Heihachi. Yeah, I know this is going to end up being basically the same thing over and over, isn't it? It's just going to end up jumping, kick, jumping, kick. It's slow down. Huh. Twitch is being really funny this evening. Incredibly funny. Oh, don't worry. I'm incredibly short as well, as Garlip's going to test. Gavin, you sounds like a Scottish person cheering on someone called Ryu. Well, it would explain why he's hanging out with Heihachi, because Heihachi's got all those planes and those connections, so he can actually hook him up with the good butt fast. It is so weird today with, like, the way that Twitch has decided to go, you know what people don't need? People don't need emotes. People want to show emotions or show dank memes or show weirdness. You know what they need? They need to do it with their mouths and their words. In canon, by the way, Heihachi is actually Zhao Yu's teacher. That's why she fights in a similar style as the rest of the Mishima clan. She was actually taken on at the same time as Jin. There we go. Little jab there. Well, hey! By the way, in canon as well, this game is not actually in canon in the Tekken universe. This is actually a completely separate sub-story, so that's why there's some oddities, shall we say. Kenomitsu being in this for one, because I believe she either died or she just ended up retiring after Tekken 2. That's why she doesn't pop up anymore. Jun also being in this. Uh-oh. That's not a way to treat your father-in-law, is it?
Round 2, fight.
Uh-oh. Jun, by the way, the final boss of this is a character called Unknown. Right, the AI seems to have broken up a little bit with Jun. Oh, fantastic. We get Sexy King. Stupid Sexy King. I'm not a furry, by the way. I'm not into them. But any straight man can look at King and go, damn, what a beast of a man. And that's not just because he's wearing a tiger mask. It's because he's a beast of a man.
Tag battle. Fight.
Right, there we go. Yes, the pairs will include King at some point. I need to double check what row they're on. Right now I need to get the hell out of dodge. Right. No, get me. Don't do your down kick, mate. Yes, Gamu, son. But yeah, King will be popping up in a bit. If you Google search Wheel of Struggle, you should come across the website, and it will end up having the full game list. And on the week for Tekken Tag, you will end up seeing that it will end up having the pairings on there. Sorry to end up saying that. Oh yeah, just Google it, mate. Bloody hell. Not to do that, you know. Like, do your own research. Like, what even are you doing here, you know? I don't like doing that, but yeah. I haven't got access to the list right now. So at the moment, I'm trying to struggle against two competent martial artists. Go on. That's it, my boy. That's it. Happy dice. Happy dice.
Fight.
But yeah, I've been bringing up controller layout configurations today in a couple of Discords to see what sort of responses are. They've been interesting to see what other Discords have been like going, oh yeah, like this controller. The Pizza Collector one did not bring up a controller that Adrian's Revenge Discord ended up bringing up, and that was the GameCube controller, but they didn't bring up the N64 controller. See? Hey, my boy Brian! With hair this time, instead of being bowed. Man, I'd love to get Hihachi's drip. I mean, seriously, that man has some style. Bloody hell. I'm not taking it easy on you, Brian. You just literally are this tough, mate. For the next scene. Whee! She was so desperate to get Brian off the camera, wasn't she? She was just like, nah, I can't be dealing with sharing the spotlight with Brian Fury. There we go. But I would like to see, I know it sounds really odd, but I would like to end up seeing like a prototype or something like that of that Sega Don King in this outfit. It does, it's beautiful. Of the Sega Saturn Mega Drive like 6-button configuration, but with buffers and triggers and the analog sticks, like basically a mixture of the Sega Saturn controller and an Xbox Series controller. Like that I'd be interested in seeing. Because where do controllers go from now? Like, are we going to end up seeing more gimmicks and stuff like that? Are we going to end up seeing, like, where's the additional functionality going to come in? Are they going to end up having to end up adding more buttons, or are they going to have to do... Uh-oh. Get out of there, get out, get out. There we go. Cool. Whew. I was a little bit worried there. That gave me a little bit of a heart palpitation, and let me tell you, this is going to give me some as well, because this is the lag zone. Hihachi has got some magnificent eyebrows as well. Oh, he beat me on the spin there, didn't he? I'd love to end up having that sort of suit. Like, that is it's a magnificent suit. Oh my god, it actually ended up going through. But he was blocking it, so it didn't matter. This slow down is painful. Why are we suffering? Thank you for the hashtag Pro Gamer Moment by Mount Pain Goo. Feel the goo. It really is the slowest, and it apparently is like this also on original hardware. I mean, not as bad, but... If this works, if... The hell? What? Oh no, he grabbed me. Woo! Oh no, she kicked me in the face. Oh no! I actually get out of dodge, mate. That's it, Gamio. Use those lovely meaty turkey legs. Oh, they're wonderful. Right, so it's a bit of a mixture of things. So on stage 7 of Tekken Tag Tournament, on original hardware, there was lag, and that's because they ended up deciding that the best thing they could do was have as many fire effects going on a system that really shouldn't be doing this many fire effects all at once. So even when they're off the screen, it's still attempting to render some of these fire effects, just in case the camera pans around too quickly. So we've got ones in that corner, we've got ones in each direction, and as a result, it's a mess. And then on top of that, the emulator being a little bit unhappy with me as well. Yeah. Yeah. Not super noticeable on original hardware. It still would have some lag, but not to this extent. Fire effects! We've got to put in more fire effects! Like, can we put in some more? Should we put in some more? Should we limit ourselves? No. No, we've got to put in more fire effects. If anything, the stage should be on fire as well at all times. Developers, know your limits. Mr. Matt Internet, know your limits and tag your characters out. Oh, you took that right to the face, didn't you, mate? I blocked that, come on. I understand that the game was running incredibly slow, but... What a perfect time to punish, and Gamryu just couldn't do it, could he? Come on, Gamryu. Come on, Gamryu. Gamryu, my son! Gamryu! Gamryu! Tekken Tag Tournament was also re-released for the PlayStation 3 as a remastered HD edition, which automatically unlocked all of the characters, so you didn't have to do that old classic thing of unlocking everyone. You blocked the high, but you didn't block the low, son. Or grandson. Oh, there we go. Kick. And now, right, Keep in mind how slow that was running. And now, look at how fast this is going to be running. Okay? Oh no. I say that and then we get little bits of slowdown. But overall, it's running a lot better than the last stage was. Oh, let's switch Gamma out. Oh no. So Unknown has actually got a really weird little quirk where her actual health bar is actually the red bit rather than the green bit. So you've actually got, even if you end up taking down her green bit, it won't end up affecting it. And that is another clear. Ooh. Right. Now press pause on the timer. Then we skip on through the rest. We've done it. And its ending is all memories are at the corner of my mind. Oh, I remember beating my son up. Good old Hihachi. There's only one thing that really brings him joy, and that's beating up his son, you know? Right, so, you'll be pleased to know that we've already done one with Armed King, but there's Paul and King that will be coming up much later, if not at all. Right, I'm going to put in another credit, by the way, because I need to do that. And it's time for Julia and Jun. Right, here we go. This should be running okay now. Up until stage 7, in which case we've got to do all that nonsense again. So you're getting to play the banjo. See, I forgot that one was quite so large, because it actually did cover up quite a large chunk of the screen. What else I also forgot was to do that. So I'm just going to leave it there for a second and take a sip of drink to make the time up. And just ask, how are you doing today? Are you having a great evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is? I just hope you're doing alright. Don't forget to hydrate yourself, okay? What are you drinking on? As little John would once say. Thanks, camera. Cheeky zoom out there. That was good of it. Right. So, I didn't realise this until I actually just literally clocked it. So you could actually see in real time me going, like, clocking that I was doing this. But I'm wearing an OSW review t-shirt. And one of their sections is, what bar is he? And, yeah, I'm drinking bar soda, as the Americans would say. Bar fizzy pop, as the British would say. And bar drink, as the Scottish would say. I probably offended a lot of people there, so I apologise in advance there. Not bad eye, getting there, continued existence, and the like. Wonderful. Right, we should have made up enough time now. So I'll stop mucking around. In fact, I've probably made up more time than I'm supposed to by now. But I'm not going to get my full 5 hours, I know that much. That's why I did a little session on Sunday, because I was like, I do like me Tekken. Get out there, Julia. No, Jun, don't get kicked in the face. Don't get kicked in the face. Do the kicking in the face yourself, okay? Lee, and your fantastic hair. There's one thing about Tekken, it's always about the fact that they end up having magnificent hair. I do have to wonder which fighting game series has the best hair. Has that ever ended up being asked? Is it a real question? Let's find out together, shall we? Whoa, that stop for a second there, ended up showing me everything.
Round one, fight.
Ooh. If this ends up being the same cheese tactic that Markman used, that'd be pretty cool actually. I haven't actually watched Markman's VOD because I didn't want to see what his cheese strategy was. Because apparently he figured out a cheese strategy and it ended up making him able to end up doing a lot of characters very quickly. So I'm like, oh, is that actually what happened here? So it suggests to me that it's maybe... Pow, kabam, boom, spat! I do wish that a Tekken game would end up including Batman style like pop-up sounds. Because I know that you can end up getting like the H, M and L for like high, medium, low on the training mode where it will pop them up. But it'd be nice if like every punch would end up going the biff, the spiff, poof, beef, things like that, you know. There we go. Bloody phone tonight. If your phone's covered in blood, maybe you should probably investigate like where it's been. Ask your phone, what have you been doing this evening? Why are you covered in blood? Why is there a drawer full of organs? What is the best tasting bit of offal? Why are there bones in the bottom of my charging ports? Many good questions to ask your phone. Should we not fight in front of the kids? No, keep fighting in front of the kids. But who organised that one of our tournament grounds would be this children's playground? I don't know. We just thought it'd be funny. That's one of my favourite black metal albums. It's very underrated. I imagine it is. I'm gonna fight a child! Oh, I'm gonna fight a child. Drawer full of organs! Drawer full of organs! I'm gonna need a filing system for my drawer full of organs! Calm down, Julia. There's a lot of Deathlock energy here, like Blood Feud or Suitcase Full of Guts. I do love a bit of Deathlock. I haven't actually listened to a lot of Deathlock in a long while. Like, there were some proper bangers from those albums, like unironically good songs. I mean, I did need to end up having a full lyric sheet in front of me to end up actually understanding them, but that's because I'm old. It's weird. It's like, as accessibility options have ended up appearing, like I find it harder and harder to end up not having subtitles on everything. Like I've ended up seeing studies where it's a case of like a lot of young people end up having subtitles on by default. Like they just do. I turn with the evidence of the Odin's murder site. That is a banger. It's funny because with a lot of things like parodies and things like that, they end up having to understand a genre or a concept to the point where they're obsessed over it, and that's why I like Tim and Eric so much. And we have subs on by default, and that's like subs should always be on. Like I always end up having subtitles on for all of my streaming services, and it's not because I can't hear them. Sometimes it's like I don't want to miss what they're saying, and in some cases, it's not quite what they're saying. Like, Nathan For You ended up having an instance where the subtitles did not match what was being said at all. And it was like, okay, is this a sneaky, like, Easter egg thing? And I think it turned out it was something like an earlier version of the scene that it ended up being put in. So they subbed the earlier version of the scene and then they just left it in. But yeah, very, very odd. More and more people are just sticking with having subtitles on all the time, and I'm one of those people, even though I'm an old sod. I just like knowing exactly what was said and not missing a thing, as Aerosmith once said. In fact, I think Aerosmith predicted that people would end up having subtitles on all the time. Because I missed you, baby, and I don't want to end up missing a thing. So I put subtitles on for you. Or something along those lines. Alright, Juliet, get out of there, love. No, Jun, don't run into a kick. Yeah. Well, I can't understand why they're off-putting for some, because it's like, okay, sometimes your eye is going to get drawn towards them, but if you're spending ages reading a subtitle, then it really is a lot better, isn't it, than what it actually is about. Whoa! Oh, and I understand that it was a very solid flaw, but I didn't think that it was going to end up killing her outright. That was a bit brutal. This is a powerful team, Paul and Law. Oh, Jun, stop running straight into it. Paul's hairdresser is the only guy harder than Paul. He really is. To end up pulling that off that full tower that Paul has. Come on, get out of there. the way that some of these kicks end up making them spin all the way around very rapidly. Just makes me laugh a little bit. Just brings a little bit of joy into my heart. Yeah, if your focus on subtitles is you end up taking ages to read a subtitle, then looking back at the screen, then it's a bit of an odd one. Right, surely you can read a subtitle pretty quickly. I understand that it's going to end up probably giving you spoilers for the scene ahead, but usually by that point in the subtitle, you've probably already figured out where the scene's going. Uh-oh. And with a bit of fluff there. And a very 90s style hat. It's going to be weird to end up thinking back that loads of games are going to end up having a cultural artifact in them. Oh nice, you've got a finger sausage. Finger sausage. Sausage and a bit of gravy. Well, it's going to be pretty cool that a lot of these older games now are going to end up having like fashion styles and things like that are no longer end up going to be around. And in fact, even some of the mechanics and styles of some of them are going to end up being lost to time. They're going to end up being like oh, do you remember when we used to do that in games? Like the online passes, like. When EA ended up going, you know what, we're going to end up taking our revenge out on third-party sellers. The second-hand market must be taken down. They've had it too good for too long. Yeah, I think this is going to end up being another credit in a minute. I think that's why I like Matt Hazard so much, because of the fact that a lot of the styles in it are very much of the time. Like, it's a nice time capsule of 2005 to 2007 gaming. And the thing is that as much as, like, things, gaming conventions and things like that from when I was younger are obviously going to end up never being repeated. And from my teens, and from, you know, young adulthood and everything like that. The kids of today... Like, there'll come a time when people end up going like, oh, there'll never be anything like Fortnite ever again. That's it. Fortnite is gone. There will come a time when Fortnite is gone. It's just how time works. There'll be something else that, like, the Battle Royale format will disappear. As it grows, it will fall. Like the age of the plastic instruments, the additional accessories time. Get out of there, Julia, come on. At least I finally pulled off a quick switch, that was good. There we go. Oh god, are we on stage 7 already? Yikes. Yikers. Here we go. Time for lag.
Round 1. Fight.
It is time for lag. This is pain. Pain is all. Oh, I love a good object. I can't believe this mum is beating beating her son up. I can't believe this son is trying to beat his old mum up. It's really weird to end up seeing the yellow guy back to front like that. It works quite nicely as a framing device. There's a blobby bomb. Wait for it to detonate. And the people will never be the same. Welcome on in, Adrian's Revenge. Hopefully you're doing most excellently this evening. And no, you're not late. You're just in time to witness all of the nightmarish slowdown of Stage 7. The hellscape of Stage 7. Just a nightmare. Of which we must suffer through. As part of... Oh. I picked the wrong button. I've really picked the wrong button, haven't I? Give me 2 seconds. Ugh. Now what's happened? God, it's all gone wrong. There we go. Well, that was weird. What is happening here? There we go. Right. Time is sausaging down. It really is. I don't... Oh. Right, that really went wrong. Right. And now my thing has gone wrong as well. Hey. Yeah, right. There we go. This is what I was supposed to do. This is what I was supposed to do. You ready for this? This was what's supposed to happen.
Wheel of Struggle!
You're just in time for more Wheel of Struggle action. All of that mess up, all of that destruction. All for that small little, like, 3-second thing. What the hell am I doing? It really was a pro gamer moment, wasn't it? But anyways, welcome on in Adrian's Revenge. Hopefully you're doing most excellently today. Hopefully your batteries are a little bit more recharged now. But hopefully you're feeling alright. Get rotated, potato. What's nice about all of this slowdown, by the way? I'm trying to look on the bright side of life. Is that it does give me time to check chat. So as moves are connecting, I can just have a quick look down. Very much like a subtitle. Do a kick! Alright. That's a KO. That's me getting bloody head kicked in, isn't it? You can try and do a lot of things, but I don't know if they're going to end up being effective. Because
think Hihachi's figured out my tactic of jumping into the air and doing a kick, which seems to end up confusing the AI quite a lot. Most of fighting games comes down to a very simple rock, paper, scissors mechanic. If one thing ends up going off, another thing will happen. And it would seem like the ultimate rock in this is a flying kick to the head. Which I suppose in a lot of ways... Get rotated, potato! I should have, really. I would have won that round otherwise. Oh, lovely! I actually pulled off that combo because of all the slowdown. It was easy enough to do the right, well, right, left. Taking the piss, mate. I really am taking the piss. Right, and after seeing how badly that stage runs, look at how Unloaned stage runs. Bloody fine. The funny thing is that Unknown, I was trying to end up explaining this earlier and I ended up getting distracted, as per usual. In some of the design docs, Unknown was actually supposed to be Jun's sister. And in other design docs, it's actually Jun herself, which would end up explaining why they both have the same hairstyle. Because in canon, of course, Jun ended up being taken out by Ogre, but her body was never found, and it turns out that in Tekken Tag Tournament they said, oh well, basically her body ended up being taken over by a wolf spirit. There we go. That's another one on there. Yeah, not many. That round? I thought I used 1 credit that round. I need to double check. But that might have been a 1 credit clear. Might have been. That would have been nice. Right. Oh yeah, it's probably pause the time now. Right, let's see what sneaky ending we get now. Chilling out with Bestie. Do you want to go get a soda? Nah. Oh, I'm just going to go for a wee in the sea. It's so weird. The endings in this are so weird. They don't make sense. Like, they're just so small and short that they're just inconsequential. Right. Resume and put a credit in. Right. Xiao and Yoshimitsu. Ah, he doesn't have a cool outfit. Let's try. Oh, look at that. Yoshi! It's crazy that Yoshi and Yoshimitsu are both related to each other. Such a weird family tree. Oh, that was so close to being one. So close. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it wasn't a perfect. The 69 slam. Way! We're fighting animals and animal people. Stupid sexy king.
Round 1, fight.
Yeah, everyone forgets about Roger. I don't know why, but a lot of video game makers were just like, or a lot of video game developers were like, you know what would be really fun? Beating the crap out of a kangaroo. I just really want to, you know? I look at one, I just think to myself, I really want to punch it in the face. So a lot of developers were just like, we'll put in kangaroos to fight. I don't see them going, oh, you know what would be really fun to fight? An aardvark. An anteater. Them's fighting words. It really is. And in these regards, them fighting words are, let's fight a kangaroo. Let's just beat this kangaroo. Hooray! It's the no song.
Round 1, fight.
Oddly enough, my daughter actually really does love a song called No Brain by Etienne de Crécy. And anyone who's seen the videos of that, yeah, it's a mad video. Uh-oh, she got me. Get out of there, Xiao. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correct. That's it, Yoshi. Good job, mate. Good job. Good job. Good hustle. A rear block? Uh-oh. Someone gonna get arm snapped. Alright. Really will need to get a much better graphics card at some point in the future, but I'm not going to for a long while, because at the moment, the one that I've got does 1080p gaming fine. It just doesn't do PS2 emulation fine. It's the Knicker Flash pick. She loves pulling that silly face, doesn't she? It's the no teeth smile.
Round 1, fight.
Oh no, harangue! I've actually been playing a lot of Payday 2 recently, solo. I'm actually looking forward to, because I didn't realise it was so close to release, Redfall. That looks really, really good actually. I'm looking forward to that. Like, it's a mixture of loads of things, and it's also on Game Pass. I'm like, delightful. And also it's cross-compatible with the Steam version. It's like, that's really rare. I'm bloody delighted about that, because that usually never bloody happens. I'm looking forward to playing some of that. Oh, should have punished more. You can't always Beverly Knight it. You can't always shoulda, woulda, coulda. Lee. He's got fabulous hair.
Round 1, fight.
Oh, nice. Harley from the stream team, The Clock Tower. If you're into horror games, what I would recommend is checking out the collective known as The Clock Tower. They end up streaming video games that are horror-based and horror-adjacent. Check them out today.
Applications are still open at the moment. Actually, no. Are they open? They might not be open. Yoshi! No, don't get kicked in the face, Yoshi. No, Yoshi! Kick or be kicking. There we go. I can't use this sword as a proper sword. I've got to butt you in the top of the head with it. The rules of this tournament are very clear. I'm not allowed to actually slice your body into ribbons. Why did we even let a cyborg swordsman in? Oh, I actually just thought it was funny. Is that why he let a panda and a bear and a kangaroo fight in this thing? Yeah, he just thought it'd be funny. I think he's losing it, mate. We might need to end up reviewing whether or not Hihachi should be in charge of these tournaments now. There we go. For a week or so still, yeah. Awesome. Fantastic group of people. They all got faces. They play horror games. All more unique and charming than the last. So if you're interested in that, I'd recommend checking it out. Like Dale Market Supermarket Suite. Check it out. Are you sure this kangaroo was entering? Yeah. It filled out the application form. How can it fill out an application form? It's wearing boxing gloves. No, it definitely did it. It was definitely... It filled in the application form. It's allowed to fight. Are you sure about this? Yeah, it's definitely. And the tiny dinosaur as well. Yeah, that filled out the application form. Yeah, mate. Like, we're not going to get in trouble with the law now, yeah? For like beating up a tiny dinosaur. Yeah, mate, don't worry about it. Don't stop thinking about it. Just fight the dinosaur, okay? I mean, Woz did warn me about this exact situation. That's why some characters in fighting games don't actually come back, like Olkadan's Soul Calibur. He didn't come back because he was being done for war crimes. Roger walked onto the entrance office and punched the judge. He liked the cut of his jib, and the rest is history. Beautiful. And do you know what else is history? Our frame rate. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. This on the Sunday stream, it was actually far worse than this. Like, it was painful. And even some of the earlier stages were even more painful. Like, they were incredibly slow. It just rendering another couple of people on the stage just caused it to tank. Cheeky double section. Oh no. Bonk. Bonk.
Some people are into that, you know. Getting punched in the dick. Eesh. Eesh. Get out of there, Xiao. There we go. And now, from terrible frame rates to frame rates running in reasonably again. Get ready for this. We're actually going to have a frame rate again. Last ride.
Dead man walking.
I'm having some chips. Sorry, that's the Undertaker's theme. Goddamn unknown, come on. Uh-oh. That was so close to being a 1 credit career. That would have been sweet. We were so close. We were this close to greatness. My question is how does this wolf spirit end up knowing every single fighting style that it's able to communicate into the possessed corpse of Jin? Oh, sorry, Jun. Right, get out of there, Xiao. No, it's over. Darn it. This close to greatness. We're this close to greatness. There we go. So yeah, next week's game is Toe Jam and Earl. This should be a good lark. Ah, Saucer. For each of the individual pairings, you actually only have 20 credits in this, according to the Ball to the Wheel struggle. Almost there. There we go. That's another clear. Oh. Joys. We actually did alright there.
Oh, are you all finished for the day, Jin? Oh, you never guess what. Right, so I'm going to end up running off.
I wonder what she was going to tell me. Maybe that our school board has gone mad and has allowed a bear to end up entering the school. Right. Nina and Law. Forest Law. Unlike the law that you end up usually seeing, which is City Law. Nina versus Anna straight out the gate. A grudge match between sisters. Sisters are fighting for themselves. Totally going with the bear theory. Well, they were just like, you know what? We need to end up letting our school board know that we know we should not have bears in this school. Why are we being forced to learn alongside a bear who could maul our face off at any given time? Does anyone want to end up saying to the school board and telling Mr. Hihachi that his friend Kuma the bear can't end up attending this school? No, Xiaoyu is actually friends with Panda. And Hihachi is best friends with Kuma the bear. But Kuma and Panda, I think Kuma keeps trying to date Panda. See, it's normal King, it's not stupid sexy King, where he's wearing trunks. Yeah. Well, the thing is that Jin was taught by Heihachi, but it's not like Jin exactly gets on with Heihachi, because after Tekken 3, I need to remember what that combo is. After Tekken 3, Jin actually drops the Heihachi fighting style. He actually loses the fighting style. He ends up switching over to a more traditional karate. So that's why after Tekken 3 he doesn't use the Mishima fighting style. But he does end up having access to the Devil moveset when he's obviously Devil Jin. Where he's got basically the same moveset as Kazuya, but with a few more of the karate moves stuck in. But he ends up doing some of the Mishima things, when he serves me right. Who threw him in a volcano? That? Right, so. God, right. Heihachi threw Kazuya off a mountain. Kazuya threw Heihachi off a mountain. Heihachi shot Jin in the head to activate his Devil Gene, although he did want to kill him. I think... Was it Jin who threw him into a... Heihachi? I know that Heihachi's dead now by being thrown into a volcano at the end of Tekken 7. Oh, tried to give me a big hug, eh? I wish I knew which button input that was for that outfit. That's a pretty sweet little outfit for Gyan Ryu. Ouch.
Round 2, fight.
Oh man, took those kicks to the face. See how much health it rinsed off of him. Rinsed health. Somehow, Heihachi has returned. He's not... I don't think they are going to bring Heihachi back. He is going to be dead going forward in the series. Like, I think there's only been one character who has come back from the grave, and that is Jinpachi. That's because he was never really dead. He was just stored beneath by Heihachi, like, temple. But his son ended up being like, you know what would be really funny? If I ended up convincing his best friend that his mate's dead. So he ended up burying a box of nothing, telling Jinpachi's best mate that he was dead. So in Tekken 1 and 2, like, I can't remember who it is, but one of the characters is Jinpachi's best friend. Because he brings him up in Tekken 1 and 2. What a mess of a match. We've got double jacks. Tekken Law. Yeah, Tekken Law is a mess. No, I have not played Tekken 4. Played a bit of Tekken 5. 1000 did Tekken 6. Haven't played Tekken 7, but I know that Tekken 8 is coming out soon, so I should probably at some point try and play it. Just because the story's so absolutely batshit crazy. Oh yeah, one of my adverts is actually going to contain swearing. Just to forewarn everyone, just in case they're sensitive to swearing. One of the adverts is going to end up having swearing. And it is going to end up being another collaboration piece, so I'm actually going to be working with someone on one of the future adverts. It is going to be messy. Incredibly messy.
Round 1, fight.
I know. I can't believe I'm actually going to have swearing in an advert. Usually they're all squeaky clean and not at all weird. I'm actually really looking forward to the new app. Like that, I've heard some of the the things that have been made so far, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is actually exactly what I was after. Like, I've worked with them a few times, so they know exactly what I'm after usually, and they have nailed it first try. So I'm very, very happy with it. So I'm looking forward to it. Beautiful.
Round 2, fight.
So yeah, that's going to be a thing to look forward to. Right, there we go. As cheesy as it is to do this, it does seem to be an effective strategy. Before anyone complains, this is actually on hard CPU, so the CPU is supposed to end up putting up a fight. There we go. Supposed to, being the opposite word there. Right, here we go. A lot of the characters in this have silver hair. I don't know why Nina changed from blonde to silver in this. Was she just like, oh, I'm fed up with having this hairstyle, I want to go silver? think it's Wang who's actually Jim Patchy's old mate. What was that? He just took a little cheeky hit and just sort of like... sort of staggered for a moment and then just sort of went, nah, you know what, I'm going to fall over now. Oh. These two are really bringing the heat. And they brought the heat there to a point where I failed. I've lost a round. Let's try not to lose another one, shall we? Lay and his little laying around tricks are annoying. Lolly! Oh, Radio Lolly! That's an obscure British pop song that no one will ever end up remembering. Lolly, who ended up doing her own cover of MICK. Lolly sang by... well, Radio Lolly sang by Lolly. Discarded into the gates of time, that one now. Isn't that wonderful? I hope she's doing well for herself, actually. I hope she did what she needed to do. She got a couple of songs out, made some money, and buggered off into nothingness. Like that's the dream, isn't it? Being able to end up just doing that, making a bit of money. We've now got residual royalties for a while, just in case they end up playing it for a little bit. Like, it'll pop up on Top of the Pops 2 at some point, you know, that would be good. What a cheeky throw. Bloody hell, that's a lot of damage. We lost one. We actually lost another one. We lost another fight. Oh, finally. Alright. No, you don't, sunshine. Right. No, you don't. Watching the health bar a little bit, because sometimes you have to calculate how long you can keep someone in for whilst the other one's recovering health, and whether or not it's worth it. Beautiful. By the way, those are actually on my screen as well, by the way. I see those. No, I thought I'd gotten out. I thought I'd ended up hitting it fast enough that it would have ended up switching characters, but obviously not. Not the head hug. Not the dreaded head hug. Right. Camera angle was a bit wrong there, wasn't it? Keep luring for a little bit longer. Noogie! I gave her a noogie. Yeah, a noogie. Yeah, a noogie. Yeah, so you can take this noogie and go, like that. I didn't realise the pop shield was so close to my head. Red dust. But ultimately, what did Fred Durst do? Fred Durst, but did he? Okay. Having fun with some poetry. You enjoy poetry, you know? I know we've got a Tory government, but you know, it is still okay to end up pursuing poetry. As much as they might tell you that those are pointless things in life. Poetry, arts, music. The only way that they can end up having any sort of value to them is if they're developed by AI and sold for more money than they were created with. Whenever you see anyone talking about AI art, usually it's a case of, well, we can sell this. Like, we can definitely use this. Like, AI art has a lot of usage. Like, I would love to end up using some of it for, like, basic thumbnails, things like that, or just quick concepts that I know that would be impossible for me to make. But I also know that it is a terrible thing that's causing a lot of issues for creators. A lot of people just go, well, why'd you charge so much when I can just end up getting an AI to do it? It's like, it's useful, but it's not the be all and end all. I don't know what point I'm trying to make at the moment. Should have punished that, really. It was a perfect opportunity to do so.
tag teams. There we go. Oh, time for the lag zone. Welcome to the lag zone, lag zone, lag zone. Welcome to the lag zone and the swag suit. The purple suit of Kazuya. Actually, I play a lot of Kazuya in Smash Bros. Ultimate, actually. He's a very interesting fighter in that. He's even got a revenge mechanic. Wind your bacon. Come on. This will be probably my last pairing this evening. Because I do need to get it ready for submission. To make sure I do get some points. Paxman, Snake, and Ganondorf. Ganondorf is a good shout. And Pac-Man. I actually played a lot of Pac-Man, actually. Not the arcade game Pac-Man, the fighter in Smash Bros. Pac-Man. Although I have also played a lot of Pac-Man arcade. But anyways, my mains were usually Bowser and Kazuya. This slowdown is ridiculous. He gave me a hug. There we go. One. We're one closer. This guy's nickname is the Cake. You know why? Because of those buns. Bake the cake. Come on, mate. Alright. Let's roll on out. It's so weird how badly this stage runs. Oh. Oh, wow. Welcome on in, hey Blizzard. Hopefully you're doing most excellently. Welcome to the lag zone. This is literally what we're trying to face off at the moment. A massive amount of lag. Well timed. Very well timed. Congratulations. A big congratulations to you there for the swearing at Schofield. And now we're into unknown territory. As the game suddenly remembers that it can actually run at full speed. It just chooses it doesn't want to.
welcome on in, Mark Man. Hopefully you're doing most excellently this evening. Ish. Get out of there, Law. Right. What's your cheese strategy, by the way, Mark Man, to end up just jumping at them and doing this kick? Because that usually ends up working for me. Except for when they realise that they're you know, supposed to defend against it, and then they actually do something else. Oh, that was not one of them. I was worried for ages that that was what you were doing. Right, there's another clear. I feel like a few of laws have been broken tonight. Well, hey! They have indeed. And thank you for the hashtag ProGamer moment, brought to you by Mountain Goo. Feel the goo. That was a beautiful one. So, let's proceed on. That's 7 pairs down, 27 credits used.
Hello, sister. Look, I've been shaking me boobs around and shaking me bum around. What have you been up to? What, look, I've bleached me hair. Oh, bloody hell, sister. Let's have a little handshake, shall we? Ah, it's got a buzzer in it. Oh, you swine. Oh, tricked your sister.
7 clears, that's awesome. Thank you muchly. I actually did, alright, I ended up doing a few on the Sunday night, and I thought to myself, you know what, I want to end up getting a few more, so I ended up going and doing some more this evening. So I ended up having, because of me, let me reset my dentures. There we go, dentures reset. I thought I'd end up going for some on this Wednesday stream. I'm off to star in Death by Degrees. She was indeed. I keep forgetting about that bloody game. Right. We are actually at the time when we usually end up wrapping the show. So this is usually our end of the show. I should probably pause the timer on there. There we go. That's been paused now. So that I have enough time to end up submitting. So, yeah, I think what we all do... Oh, and Markman, since you're here, I can actually do this now. You ready? Is everyone ready? The people who've been in here for a little while, they've seen this already. They're already sick of it, but we're going to go for it now. Ready? Bam!
Wheel of Struggle!
There we go. So, let's switch on over. So, I just wanted to end up saying thank you to everyone for being in for the evening. Thank you so much for just popping into the chat, chatting along, doing other bits and pieces. I just want to say thank you so much for being here this evening. I know that there are other streamers out there who are probably doing a much better job than I am, so thank you for coming to hang out with me this evening. But anyways, I hope that you end up having a good rest of the time, whether that's in the morning, the afternoon, the evening, whatever time it is. I just hope you're having a good one. Ooh! Good enough for 6. I'm going to get more points this week. Celebrate, chat. Celebrate. We're going to get some points this week. Thank you so much, Garlips. Thank you, Markman59, Garlips, Pumpkin Blaze, Adrian's Revenge, Matty Rex, Blizzard, I believe, ended up seeing his name pop up as well. Peter Blizzard 311, thank you so much for being in here. Pogo Stick Yo, welcome on in as well. Excellent timing. 6th place. 6th place. Just finished watching This Is the End. How is This Is the End? Was it the beginning of the end or was it the end of the end? Which part was it? Hopefully it was a good one either way. I'm just going to hydrate quickly. Oh. Drinking bar cream soda. And do you know what? I've got until 3 in the morning to submit this, haven't I, Mark, man? I do believe that that's the amount of time that I've got. And I could always end up going for one more run, I suppose. $3 AM is the bot cut-off. Okay, so I've got till 3 AM. What are people thinking? Should we go for another run? Should we? Let's see my Garlips fix. Well, don't you worry, Garlips is going to end up returning at the end of this week, and I hope you're excited, because I am. He does love to scream, doesn't he, old Kazuya? Oh. Oh, crack the old back. RE4 Remaster, that is going to be an interesting title when that ends up popping out. I'm going to be looking forward to that. Going to be a mad one. We going once more? I think we can go once more. I think we can go once more. Everyone ready for that? I am going to take one quick break just to end up... 5th place is 10 clears in 65 credits. 10 clears. So what you're saying is that I would have to end up doing another couple of clears before I can end up even getting there. So we'd have to go from the 7 we've got to up to 3. I mean, I would probably end up doing it in under 65 credits. Pretty easy. Like, not to be an arsehole, but I'd probably end up doing it. So it is an option. Like, I could do it, but nah. Got a new job, Mr. G. So much to tell you. Oh, right. Yeah, I probably should end up ending it for the evening because I have got work in the morning. So, yeah. But either way, I'd just like to end up saying a big thank you to everyone. I'm going to quickly do this thing because I haven't in a little while. So we're going to do this. There we go. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that you end up having a good rest of the time, whatever it is. Dang, but understandable. Thank you. If you're watching on the VOD, thank you for watching, catching up on all the things. If you're watching live, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. You've been absolutely fantastic. I will catch up with you again at some point in the very near future. Yeah, for now, goodbye. Thank you all, everybody. Goodbye. 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 Bye. Bye. Goodbye. Bye.